Hi, everybody. This is Ray. This is Life and Vibe, and happy holidays to everybody. Happy Christmas for those who celebrate Christmas. I just wanted to welcome you to a new uh, content creator I'm going to be reacting to today. Anyway, just a little bit about who I am. I'm a registered nurse here in the United States. I am trained to be an acute care adult gerontology nurse practitioner, and all of those words together mean that I am currently training to work either in an emergency room, in an ICU, within a specialty such as cardiology, surgery, different things of that nature. So working with patients who are coming to facilities, often with acute disorders needing to have medical intervention. So that's kind of what I am training to do within my work. If you like this kind of content, I really want you to hit the like, hit the subscribe, make comments. I have been doing some live recently because I've just had a lot going on. I just wanted to touch base and let you know where I'm at. And I always want to look for people who I think are maybe problematic, who are potentially trying to scam people, or just giving people really bad health information. And I found a doozy today, if anybody still uses that word. This is a YouTube creator. I know she has a lot of people that react to her content. I'm not sure if there are any medical professionals or people who are graduate students like myself. I'm currently actually studying the endocrine system, which would cover diabetes, and in this particular unit of my advanced pathophysiology this semester. So that's a topic I'm going to be writing on this evening. So I do come with some medical knowledge and certification and have regulation, and I am obviously have a Bachelor of Science in Nursing and certified here in the United States as a registered nurse. So I also work as a cardiac rehab nurse currently here in the United States. So all that said, I do believe I have quite a lot of knowledge to be able to talk about this particular person. And the reason why I'm speaking about this particular creator is because they have started to sell an MLM product from a company called Unicity. And I recently did a live about this, and she promoted two particular products, both which contain additives that can be commonly found in regular household food sources such as coffee, or if you purchase psyllium husk, I should have brought the bag, from a, say, pharmacy, or I was going to say the word chemist from the UK, or just, a Walmart, a Target, any retailer that is going to sell some type of supplements or any type of into the medical health, pharmacy area is probably going to sell psyllium husk. Even probably your regular supermarkets like Food Lion, because they usually have pharmacies also. So with that said, I had found that this creator, her name is Foodie Beauty, had started, has a long history of, monetizing her health crises, I understand, around the Christmas time, in order to get, more views to her channel, because she has pretty much had the same content for quite some time. But she did start selling, on behalf of her husband, a MLM product from a company called Unicity. Anyway, I don't want to get into this too much in regards to that, but if you do like this type of content, please hit the likes, please hit the subscribe, comment like I said. Anyway, let's get into this. Like I said, the reason why I'm now feeling that this has come into my world of the internet and YouTube reactions is that she has now gone into MLM, and she's very dangerous with her health. Two things I do not like. And I hate to say it, Foodie Beauty, but I have a track record of selecting who I feel to be very problematic influencers and creators, and they don't tend to live very long. I'm just saying, after I start doing content. So I have had Dave Hollis, who I felt was not the person to choose to be a personal growth coach, and he is no longer with us. And that's very sad. And then I found the very problematic Jessie Lee Ward, and she is no longer with us. And so now, Foodie Beauty, you are the person that I choose. And I just hope that for whatever reason, you are not following the same type of fate that my other two chosen creators have followed. So anyway, let's just get started with this. I've not seen this content. So yeah, I'm talking too long. Let's go.
Hello, Foodie Beauties. It's the holiday season, and what better gift to give someone you love than a personal video from me they can keep forever and ever. Get yours now. And yes, I am Muslim, but I can still wish you a happy holiday. Take your cameo today. Alright guys, today we're trying the pickle.
Shameless. That's just what I'm going to say. I guess everybody has been saying, how are you doing Christmas cameos and you're a Muslim and you're doing Santa voices? I guess she got back to the haters with that response. This girl is wild. Oh my gosh. I don't know if she's going to ever talk about her MLM product again. If she doesn't, then we'll go back to some of the ones where she actually does talk about it. She might have already given up on the scam. Let's continue.
Pickle Poutine from Harvey's, Canada. Yellow.
Oh my god.
Well, hello. See a little bit of Harvey's in the background. Let's try this pickle Poutine. Lots of napkins. It's a plus. Alright, so you're probably wondering, well, you have diabetes.
Happy holidays,
You shouldn't be eating this, so why are you? And you're 100% right. So let me explain. You know, your questions are valid. Basically, this is the Harvey's bag. And here's the Poutine. Let me just say first that I think I'll be okay because I did eat some foods that were not considered to be very healthy, like Poutine yesterday. And I woke up and my blood sugar was 12.1 instead of 13.6. And it was the highest it was a couple days ago was 23 a few days ago when I went to the hospital. So it is.
Okay, I am not familiar with how she is more measuring her blood sugar. So I'm going to have to do a slight quick conversion here on my calculator. I have a feeling this is not good. So her mole was 12.7, she said today. They use very different labs sometimes. So she woke up with a 2.2. Girl. She woke up with a 228.6 milligram DL. So she woke up hyperglycemic by shooting over by about 128 there. And then she said the day before she was what, 13? She say she was a 13.6? Oh God, these numbers are horrific. 244. Oh my God. And she stopped taking, I understand, her metformin medications. This is not somebody who has any ability to control their diabetes through diet. At this point, I'm thinking, and obviously I'm not her healthcare provider, and just as a disclaimer, anything that I state is for entertainment purposes only. This is not forming any professional relationship. This is just my opinions as somebody who is working in the healthcare field. Once I get to 2,000 subscribers and I can put my actual licensure down below, then obviously I can make more stated opinions that YouTube will allow me to make. Just because I need to reach a certain subscriber count in order to just upload my license. But anyway, if, pardon me, if I were her healthcare provider and this is the sort of blood sugars that she's waking up with in the morning, this is very concerning to me. I would think at this time she probably is needing to be on some type of insulin management, probably some type of long acting, with maybe short acting for coverage. This is not well managed, and this is probably beyond a diet control. Not that you still need to control with diet, but what I'm meaning is that she is no longer able to lower her blood sugars through diet alone, because it's potentially that her pancreas is not really creating sufficient levels of insulin in order to take that glucose and take it out of the bloodstream and bring it into the cells in order to change it actually into the muscle cells, in order to change it into energy and make use of it. I think she doesn't have that key that she needs to open up those cells. So I think she may be needing to potentially be better managed for this. I think she's like skipped a lot of medical care from what I understand. Anyway, so let me continue. God. Basically, she's hyperglycemic.
It's coming down. I think it's because I'm taking my medication regularly, and I'm not binge eating or eating late at night. I eat
medication
during the day. Some of the things are not healthy, but I eat a moderate portion. I don't overdo it.
Well, I don't know medication. Maybe her metformin she taken?
Yeah, I basically do that. I drink my unicity.
Okay. Oh God, she's just about to mention the MLM. Oh, that's classic. Okay, so this is a perfect place for me to stop. Okay. Now, I think the medication that she was supposed to be taking was metformin, which is another name is glucophage. Very old, very, usually most people who are diabetic, that is the medication that they would start on. She's not getting good control, okay? So yeah, this isn't good. This is not good control. She didn't say which medication she's taking, but whatever this is not good still. It's not good. Not good.
Before eating, so it helps with the portion size. And then I just basically, don't try not to do it overdo it. I try to eat
little tiny bit.
And then I just basically, don't try not to do it overdo it. I try to eat like no more than 3 meals.
Okay.
Yeah, I basically do that. I drink my unicity before eating, so it helps with the portion size. And then I just basically,
Okay, there was Chantel's shameless MLM plug for unicity. I didn't know whether or not she would cross into the MLM world, but she did it. She got into the scam. This is the last person that I would ever recommend to get health advice from. Just as a reminder, Chantel just let us know that her blood sugar upon waking this morning was 228. Here in the United States, and are familiar with the milligrams to deciliters, and if you are using the moles, it's more so maybe in the UK and so forth, obviously Canada, she was 12.7. Shows no control, and now she is going to try to sell a MLM product that she said is going to fill her up so she's, more satiated prior to eating, so she does not eat as much. Getting health advice from this particular... Oh, she's going to get me salty. Getting your medical advice or any type of advice in order to manage something as complicated as diabetes should not be coming from Chantel. She's like the worst. Anyway, let's go. I get to enjoy my little vegan Baileys here because I maintain good blood sugars, because I watch what I eat on the whole. Oh, she's terrible. Anyway, let's go.
Don't try not to overdo it. I try to eat like no more than 3 meals. And not eating at night, I think, has really helped a lot, like kind of intermittent fasting. So I'm just trying to make small changes right now, even though you might see some foods I eat not the healthiest.
I also want to preface, this is the lady who recently confessed to the fact she used the filter when filming her mukbangs in order so she looked slimmer, and lied to her followers on her channel about her weight by about, oh, I don't know, about 150, 170 pounds, you know, slightly more, quite a lot more than I personally weigh. And that's all I'm going to say. It's not to shame anybody, but that is just, those are very large white lies. And then she's out here trying to sell an MLM product and talking about 3 meals a day. It's a very long meal she's having 3 times a day.
I'm starting with changes that are not overwhelming for me because honestly, when I try to go too drastic, it doesn't help because of, you know, my binge eating disorder. And I think that when you're making any major changes to your life, like for like used to eating the same way for 30 years, I think I have to really just accept that I need to go a bit slower, gradually. So that's what I'm trying to do.
Chantel is 39 years old, and I have seen from her other content when she's traveling around her hometown, a lot of her memories are based around restaurants and food. So I'm having a feeling this started prior to 30 years ago. I'm having a feeling that this is probably potentially a generational issue. You know, and I don't want to be a terrible person, but obviously Chantel, I think she said she's 5'1", and her weight is, I think she said, did finally say she's over 500 pounds, which would technically, based on BMI, and Chantel is not an athlete, so we're not trying to worry that Chantel has a lot of muscle weight outweighing her adipose tissue. We're just not worrying about that, and we could probably see that she has a, sorry, I didn't mean to shake the camera, a pretty decent waist circumference. And these would be 2 very basic tools that you could use as a practitioner in order to gauge somebody as being morbidly obese before you even really take any blood work and take a look at, you know, other things that could, you know, give other ideas that maybe she does have malnourishment. You could look at her albumin levels. There are a number of different labs, but just only, you know, sort of based on some, you know, very easy to assess objective information, I would state that Ms. Chantel is probably morbidly obese, along with diabetic. She says she's on Coumadin, which is a pretty serious blood thinner. I see a lot of brown food when she eats. This is just not great. But yeah, I would think 30 years is an understatement. I'm sorry, girl. And I just started looking at your content.
So just not eating at night, and it's been really hard not eating at night, because that's when I really want to eat sometimes, like, you know, so I'm up at night and I'm lonely and I don't have, you know, Salah here, and I just feel like I want to snack and watch TV, but that's not a good idea, you know. Anyway, so when I eat at night, that's when my blood sugars tend to be higher the next morning. So, and I used to eat all night, you know, so that's hard for me. But I did it, and like when I wake up, I'm so happy I did. So here's the Poutine. I'm going to try some of this. This is their smaller size. They have a large, and it's basically a pickle Poutine. So it has pickles cut up in it. It's gravy and cheese, fries, and deep fried pickles with like a ranch sauce on it or something. All right, let's try the deep fried pickle. Harvey's has good deep fried pickles. Bismillah. Beauty bite. That's so good. I just have bottled water with me.
Okay. I think everybody pretty much, I don't know if the unicity can power through like holding back her appetite on that poutine. And I have had a vegan version of a poutine in a local restaurant with some jackfruit. It is delicious. It is something I would not think is recommended for somebody who woke up with a 228 blood sugar. I don't believe she insulin coverages anything, and I don't even know how you would even calculate the number of carbs in that in order to know what to cover with a short-acting insulin prior to eating, because in reality, that's kind of where Chantel is at in her diet with her diabetes, I would think. Oh my God. I am horrified. For a moment there, she was just holding the fork and just using fingers, and I was not understanding why she even held the fork. But when I see the amount of ranch dressing that has been poured, and I'm going to use the word poured because that's what happened, onto that, and the sugar and fat, and then just all that fried, and then the fried potatoes, and then I believe there's like a cheese curd that's involved in a poutine, if I'm correct. I'm guessing she wants to have a diabetic coma, and she has been inappropriately seeking emergency services in Canada, a country that she's not paid her taxes in fully. And she doesn't have the same situation as somebody maybe here in the United States who's seeking the use of emergency services because they have not been able to afford health insurance, because health insurance is so expensive in this country. It's a little different here in the US, and people using emergency room services and so forth, which if somebody has a chronic condition, I'm going to give heads up, is not going to be managed ever at the emergency or even really in the hospital level. They will get the symptoms under control, and once that is under control, the expectation is that you will discharge from that facility and follow up with your primary provider in order to manage your chronic conditions outside of the hospital. The emergency rooms, the ICUs, all of those types of services are really for people who are having a heart attack, which if Chantel continues, and I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, with these types of blood sugars and that type of diet, she's not far from it. I mean, she really isn't. This is disgusting. I'm just horrified. Yeah, I'm having a little almond milk Bailey's here, but I'm going to take my dog for a walk after this. This is terrible. This is, you're out here talking about the unicity and 3 meals a day, and then you're eating this. Oh my God, this is horrific. I would love a registered dietitian just to try to calculate the amount of sodium and saturated fat. Didn't she say she has cardiac issues? Why are you eating this? This is like just the worst. There's, after a while, medications, and we as providers, there's only but so much we can do. This is horrific. I think this person, she mentioned that she was, lonely. I mean, I wonder, does she even really want to be able to, I mean, just this is terrible. This is terrible. Gosh, makes me want to eat some fruit.
Wooden forks! They've gone too far. And
Go, you
cheese
use your
curds.
fingers. The cheese curds.
Babe, this is what goes on Poutine. I'm trying to show my husband because he's never had cheese curds. Alright. So after lunch, I decided to go for a nice midwinter walk.
Let me see how many feet she walked. I can't imagine that it was a particularly full walk. I don't see her walking. I see her feet. At this moment.
Coming up to a cute bridge. Can you hear water?
No, I didn't necessarily hear the water. I heard her heavy breathing. And I will admit, I, prior to my septal deviation repair, had some postnasal drip that was causing my breathing not to sound great. But hers are probably due to pulmonary hypertension. I'm just stating. So bad.
The rail is too high for me, but current view. The water noise is coming. You guys like the scenery or no?
Oh, it's beautiful.
Hi guys.
Oh, no, that's scenery. Now I can really see how much she looks.
You're doing well. Just chilling out in this nice winter atmosphere. Going for a little walkie walk. Trying to move a bit more. But be casual about it, you know? Gotta watch it, it's icy. So I'm from a small town in Ontario. You're new here.
Sorry for camera changes.
Eastern Ontario. So this is the environment right now. It's actually beginning of winter, kind
of dreary. I mean, I get it.
It's a little chilly. Here's the St. Lawrence River.
I don't necessarily... She looked like she had a very thin sort of hoodie on, and I would not recommend somebody rolling these types of blood sugars who just ate what she ate in the car out in these type of temperatures walking. I think you would be much better if you were somewhere safe, inside of a gym, just, you know, I know you'd probably be embarrassed, inside a shopping mall, but at least somewhere where there's other people potentially around, not alone out in the middle of the wilderness. I just don't feel that's a safe place for Chantel to be, especially after that meal. I was just horrified. She cannot be sitting here trying to talk about, you know, eating 3 meals a day, trying to eat not later at night, you know, not snacking, which I don't believe that she is not doing. And then, you know, out here walking and then eating that poutine. Just not saying that everybody makes perfect food choices at all times, but I have a feeling that's kind of the brown diet that Chantel enjoys, especially with cheese. Oh my God. I don't want to be her arteries. Just can't. It's just too much for me as a cardiac. It's too much. I'm petrified. Unicy's not going to hold this, girl.
Even if I'm out of shape, I try to push myself sometimes.
Maybe not the best plan.
Won't have any fun otherwise. Okay, this is slippery, so I don't want to go too far down. The water's coming out the other end there.
Yeah, it's a very nice shot of some dead branches, Chantel.
So, after dinner, I'm gonna go look at some Christmas lights.
Dinner? Is that not dinner you just ate?
So I'll show you guys some snips of that.
Okay, I have questions. What did she just eat? Was that not dinner? That poutine was not her dinner? Was that lunch? Okay. That looked like it was enough meal for a family of 5 for like 3 days, that poutine. Maybe that's an exaggeration. But that about a dressing, oh my God. That must have been about 5 or 6 tablespoons. That was just not even needed with the cheese. Why did you need the ranch when you had cheese curd? That's what I don't understand. It doesn't even seem like it would be a flavor mix to me. And then the pickle and just all that. I'm just, oh, My God, I just can't. I can't. That food looked disgusting. Sorry. Sorry, Canada, for your national dish.
Alright guys, enjoy some Christmas lights displays.
I hope I don't get demonetized. I don't have demonetization for this Christmas music. I hope she used the free stuff.
Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas.
I guess the Bailey's is getting to me now.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you.
This is the part where I feel like I need to walk away and get more Bailey's.
Wow.
Right.
So, okay, the date and time are wrong, obviously. It's not March, but this is me about 2 to 3 hours after having that Poutine, the pickle Poutine. And my blood dropped from this morning. It was 12.1, so that's good. I think the medication is working, and like I said, I had a moderate portion. I had the small, so yeah. So I'll show you what I'm going to have for dinner, and then I'm going to take my blood in the morning and see how it goes. I got to take my last pill, 1,000 milligrams of the diabetic pill now.
What pill are you taking?
So here's my dinner.
Is she back on the metformin? She hasn't said what
mushrooms,
pill.
peppers, carrots,
She hated the metformin, but maybe she realizes.
Cheese and tomato.
I don't know. She went to the ER in Canada.
So
I don't know what they.
Happy holiday, Merry Christmas. Whatever you celebrate, I wish you health and peace and love and all of the good things. So take care, guys.
All right. Goodness me. I think we'll just put a picture of Chantel. This will just be me talking at this point. Anyway, yeah. That was horrific. And she ended with a blood sugar that she was very proud of over 200 at the end of the day. And she had what looked like a salad, once again, drenched in salad dressing, and another carby dish of some pasta, more meat, more cheese. All of these things would not be something that I would recommend. Usually the types of diets would be recommended would be a low cholesterol, low fat diet for somebody who is diabetic. Generally a low cholesterol diet, and it would have you obviously monitoring the amount of cholesterol that you are intaking, and cheese, I think, probably falls into a category of having, especially those cheddar cheeses and those hard cheeses that you seem to prefer, definitely are very, very heavy in saturated fats, very heavy in sodiums. I mean, that was what she wished people a Merry Christmas was with that. Not that I'm, you know, feeling virtuous over Chantel. I also have to be somebody who watches the amount of carbohydrate and exercise. I am from a similar culture to Chantel, and so I enjoy some breads. I am a vegan though, so I don't eat any cheese, which I kind of, as I get older and see the effects of saturated fats and cholesterols, I just hope she's on a heavy statin medication. Sorry, I didn't finish my thought. The worse it is for your arteries. I hope she's on a statin medication, like 80 milligrams of Lipitor plus 10 milligrams of Zetia, because I think that would be the only potential combination that could control the amount of cholesterol that she is consuming. And I still don't think that would be enough to have her LDLs at a sufficient level to stop her from having a just enormous buildup of atherosclerotic plaque in her coronary arteries. Sorry. Anyway, as I sip my vegan almond milk, Bailey's Irish cream in celebration of Christmas, I'm going to try to get my dog out. I have a paper to get working on for school. This is my latest person that I'm choosing to take a look at. Your blood sugars are horrific, girl. The tablet is not enough. You need to have, you're able to control your blood sugars with your diet, because seeing the foods that you chose to eat means that you do not know how to manage your diet. You really do need to have either a conversation with a registered dietitian or be very honest with your healthcare provider that you need to add some insulin to your regimen, because you're already going to have probably, organ damage from these blood sugars that you've probably been having for quite an extended period of time. Oh my God. This is the fun we get to deal with in healthcare every day. Luckily, she's in Canada, so I don't have to feel bad about this. But anyway, Chantel is out here. She's selling MLM products. She is not healthy. Don't ever follow for any type of health advice. My name is Ray. This is Life and Vibe. If you like this type of content, I'm sorry, I just cannot believe what I saw. If you like this type of content, please hit the like. Please hit the subscribe. Please comment down below. I don't even know if I just can't even think I'm salty at this point, because I see so many people eat like this and have this type of attitude, and I'm just flabbergasted, because I just know what the fallout of this is going to be for somebody's health, and it's going to be bad. And I just watch this space. We're going to keep watching this one. Anyway, thanks Chantel for the great content, and like I said, you guys all have a great time, and I got to get on with the paper. And I'm going to go take a nice long walk with my dog. Take care. Bye.